Greetings, gang. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. AV, hey, you made it. Peace and positivity always. D'Angela. Hey, Bean. Oh, Bean, I know you so mad at me. Greetings, everyone. Okay, so tonight might be a little heavy. All right, we're gonna have to really talk about some serious things tonight. And I know for my tribe, y'all already want to hear this anyway. Hey, Shay. And so, yeah, let's just jump straight into it. We gonna pull tarot, but I already know how spirit worked through me. So the messages that need to come out are gonna come out. Girl, thank God you was there in spirit, girl, because I said, I know B ain't gonna talk about me like a dog. Hey, Joanne. All right, let's see here. I love you too, girl. I just hung up on y'all. And y'all know on here, I'm used to getting up and go doing stuff and forgetting to say I'll be right back. I did the same thing on TikTok, girl. Went there and made my plate and laid my ass down. But thank you for showing up, Ben. All right, gang, let's see. All right, period. Spirit always on time. Overall energy is the High Priestess and the Moon. Major Arcana in the upright position. Nigga, you better follow me on TikTok. See, this is why. This is why, AV. This is why we always at odds. This is why you always gotta rebel. All right, so High Priestess and the Moon. No, for real, let's get serious. You know, Spirit has always said many are called, but the chosen are few. There's a lot of people who are attracted to the High Priestess lifestyle, the High Priestess, you know, glamour or intrigue or mystique or mystery of it all. But a lot of people aren't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but I don't care because my spirit guides have been on me for a minute to talk about this. And, you know, I just been putting it off. And today they was like, no, we're going to talk about this. You know, a lot of people see spirituality. They see, oh, you pulling cards, you reading tarot, you doing protection work, you cleansing, you doing this and this and that. But you got to be called to that. You know, spirit got to initiate you into that. And it's a lot of people out here running around calling themselves healers and readers, and they ain't even got rid of the pain in their heart. They ain't even got rid of the trauma. They ain't got rid of the envy, the grudge, the hatefulness, the mean-spiritedness about them. And these are not the people that you want to be trying to heal you. It takes a lot of pain to become peaceful. It takes a lot of pain to become kind. It takes a lot of pain to become powerful. And a lot of people are not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And with the High Priestess and the Moon, when you want to be something and do something, spirit is your subconscious mind is gonna open up, and everything you've been holding in there is gonna start to come to the surface. And a lot of the times when people just dive head first into some type of spiritual work, practices, rituals, and shit like that, trying to talk to spirits, they haven't strengthened their mind yet with the moon energy here in the upright, because, you know, enough to even know which spirits to listen to, which spirits to respond to, which spirits to entertain. And there's a lot of people walking around with attachments on them because of this very thing, because they just wanted to follow the spiritual trend, and now they walking around with all these attachments, these blockages, these evil. Remember I used to tell y'all back in 2018, I used to be like, don't listen to the wicked whispers. I used to always tell y'all that. It's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. they you know, and these things can really put you in a downward spiral. Like, it'll fuck up your whole life. It'll fuck up your whole spiritual journey, and because you're connecting to trickster spirits. With the high priestess in the upright position and the moon, you guys are about to dive deeper into another phase of your spiritual journey where you are starting to master your shadow. If I was always walking around being mean-spirited to people, hateful, always in drama, just doing wicked things to people, I wouldn't still be here. And you shouldn't even be the type of person that would come to somebody like that to even read for you, do your work, nothing like that. Now, like, you have to understand, with great power comes great responsibility. And sometimes you will be called to something, but it won't be for you. But when you are chosen for something, it'll be all you think about. It'll be all you know how to do in some kind of way. Like, it'll be like your soul's journey. It'll be something that you couldn't get away from even if you wanted to. It's a lot of responsibility. And some would say people who are initiated into certain practices, they would even take offense to anybody calling themselves a high priestess who isn't initiated into something, or who isn't even healed enough to be doing something for somebody else. Sometimes you go through things in life and that pain learns you, it molds you, it reshapes you, and you come out a better person. But sometimes that pain and that trauma can sink you, drag you, grab a hold of you, attach to you, and you'll only see the world through the lens of that pain and that trauma. And even though inside of you it feels right, it feels like that's what you're supposed to be doing, it's not. That's why, you ever remember the elders always telling you, don't let everybody do your hair? Don't let nobody play in your head. That's why. I'm telling you this because times are changing, and things are going to get heavier. And some people aren't going to be able to handle it. Some people are going to fold. A lot of us are chosen to be spiritual warriors. We're chosen to help heal the collective. But a lot of people have jumped into it just because they saw somebody else doing it, and they saw the attention somebody was getting. They like the aesthetic of it. Now they want to do it, but their soul ain't in it. They ain't even got that ugliness about their heart. They ain't even got that judgmental spirit off their back. They ain't even got that that mean-spirited energy up off of them, and they walking around wondering why nobody want to be around him, why this and that is happening. Like, people don't even want to purify their heart. They just want to either do it for the money. Hey sis, I emailed you twice, goddess. And they walking around with this ugly spirit on them, with these attachments on them. And it's not just a trend. Some people can't even commit to covering their head 3 days a week. Some people can't even commit to not being evil-eyeing people on the internet. Some people can't commit to not coveting other people's gifts, coveting other people's spirits, coveting other people's journey and walks. It's more serious than just, picking up a deck of tarot cards and now you a high priestess. It's not only that. It's something that's in your soul. It's embedded in you. It's a part of your DNA. It's your energy signature. And it's a lot of spiritual envy that's going around because everybody on the internet a lot of them are doing it for trends. They don't even want to do it if they not getting 5,000 views per video, 10,000, 15,000. I've seen so many people reading tarot on the internet being like, well, I'm going to stop reading tarot if everybody not watching me. I'm going to stop reading tarot if everybody ain't da-da-da-da-da. Well, I thought you was brought here to spread the message, to give the word, to like lead people in the right path. Sometimes the best music be underground music. It don't be mainstream music, but that shit still slap. Sometimes you just underground music. And you got to accept that. But even the underground music comes to the surface at some point. Look at like Black Star and Mos Def. They started underground at one point. Then they became big. You know, so it's like, it's a lot of people who are not in this like for the right intentions. And it's gonna sound offensive to people because they're gonna feel like I'm trying to gatekeep tarot. Man, I'm not trying to gatekeep fucking tarot. There's no way I could do that. But what I am saying is, when God put it on your heart, when Spirit put it on your heart and call you and choose you, it's gonna be a part of who you are. And you're going to have people talking trash about you. You're going to have people pretending they don't see your gifts. You're going to have all of that. You're going to have days where you don't get no clients. You're going to have days where you don't get a lot of views. But like, what's your intent? Where's the purity of it all is what I'm saying. A lot of people who are in this position where they're extremely intuitive or gifted are really being called to look at their shadow. They're really being called to dig into their subconscious mind to see why they feel they have been chosen to be on this path. Because when spirituality became a trend, I already knew it was going to be a wrap. It was going to get watered down. That's why you got all these people, right, who haven't been able to control their emotions, first of all, who haven't been able to control their mind, their psyche, running around hexing people, cursing people, trying to harm people. This practice was meant to protect us from the oppressors. And a lot of people have become the oppressor because they haven't healed. But they don't see it that way, because a part of them not being healed also still keeps them in a victim mindset. And that's why hurt people. Spiritually speaking. It's not just about reading cards. A lot of people with the moon, you need to look at your deepest wounds and transmute that shit. Not go out into the world and be like, well, I'm going to treat everybody like this because I've been hurt. Then you in it for the wrong reasons. For example, like love spells and shit. Love spells was a tradition used by the slaves to bring their husbands home because it was not guaranteed that they would come back. But people took that because it wasn't gate kept in some aspect, and they started using that to take away people's free will, to make people stay with them and be with them even though they don't want to. And then when the shit backfires, they looking crazy. Or they want to blame whatever tool they use, or they want to blame whatever person they use for the work. See, a lot of people don't want to look at their shadow. They don't want to look at their intent. But they want to be like all in the mix and shit. That shit is dangerous. Because when you get an attachment on you, it's going to attach to the back of your neck, where I've always been telling y'all for years to make sure you pay close attention to when you're doing your spiritual cleanses. Attachments will attach to you there, and it'll start to control your mind, your psyche, the way you see the world, the way you see people, the way you see yourself. And it gets dangerous, and you'll feel like you under spiritual attack from everybody, but it's something that you have allowed to attach to you sometimes. Not every time is somebody working you in the spirit. Sometimes it's what you have opened yourself up to due to the shadow you refuse to face. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. They just want to hear, oh, it's so-and-so fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth. All right, and that's why the reading started off with the High Priestess and the Moon, because this is a different type of energy. We got to look into our Akashic records and see what the fuck is going on. Why am I this way? Why do I process everything this way? Because the moon is a water energy. So, you know, a lot of people allow their emotions to power their intuition. And that puts them in tough positions as well. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see here. That's why I've been telling y'all for years. I'm not here to tell you if your ex is coming back, Knight of Wands in reverse, or none of that. Like, I'm not here for all of that. I'm here to help you as much as I can develop as a spirit. As much as spirit allows me to. I'm not here to keep you stuck on some shit, on a relationship that didn't work. Because it pisses me off that people always like, that's my divine this, my divine that. But they never, ever think about divine separation. And I've been saying that for years. Sometimes people not supposed to be a part of your bloodline. Point blank, period. Sometimes you got protection sitting up around you that don't want you to be with this person. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, maybe the sex was good, y'all had a good time, but that's as far as it goes. Like, when you step into this sovereignty here of the moon and the high priestess, your sexual desires are going to change as well. Not saying you won't have them. That's not what I'm saying. But you'll be so divinely protected that spirit will keep this Knight of Wands away from you. And you'll be wondering, like, why I'm not able to hook up with nobody, have sex with nobody, why I ain't got no booty call, this, that, and the third. Why? Well, spirit revealed to me that, and on my own journey, I can't talk about nobody else's but mine, but for me, spirit has shown me the ways in which the world is going to change, and the ways in which the world is going to start to see intimacy and the sacredness being removed from it. So I already know what prayer I had to say. So you need to know that divine separation is important for your spirit's development. You don't want to be just having somebody for the sake of having somebody. It's never going to feel real. It's never going to be at the level that you need it to be. And quite frankly, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's not like you missing out on nothing. I don't know why people act like sex is the only thing under the sun and everything has to be sexually charged and all this carnal energy, and that's the only way to connect. You know you dealing with a succubus or an incubus when that's the only way they know how to connect with you. And a lot of you guys have already had to heal from incubus and succubus energy. That's why spirit has you on hold right now when it comes to somebody entering your womb or somebody being on your ride. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Like, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in the moon, meaningless intimacy doesn't even make you feel good inside. If anything, with the moon, it makes you feel guilty because your higher self here with the High Priestess card is like, now you know that ain't going to sustain you. Knight of Wands in reverse. You know that's not going to sustain you. You know that's not going to make you happy. You know you're not going to feel fulfilled with that. And that's not for everybody. A lot of the times when I do readings, people think I'm talking directly to them or about them. If the shoe fits, wear it. But I'm not going to deny spirit to speak through me so that I don't offend someone. I'm never going to shut up spirit so that somebody else don't feel triggered. Like, maybe somebody needs to be triggered so they can wake up to who they supposed to be. I know I had to be triggered to wake up to who I'm supposed to be. Not saying you got to do what I've done, but you can't go through life not wanting to see something because you don't want to feel the feels with the moon. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. All right, let's see here. What's this Knight of Wands in reverse, please? And everybody that trigger you ain't your fucking enemy. Like, that's another thing. You want to be a high priestess. You want to be a spiritual guru healer, but every time you trigger, you automatically think now that person your enemy because they made you see a part of yourself you don't want to see. They made you feel something that you don't want to feel. Like, that's not always the enemy. People be having the wrong enemy in their mind. Somebody that makes you see your shadow, not makes you, but you open yourself up to see your shadow when you put yourself in environments to hear certain things, to see certain things. You have to know that your shadow with the moon and the upright high priestess is going to be revealed to you. And a lot of people are triggered by their own shadow. That's why they attack everything they don't understand. They attack everything they can't control. They attack anyone they can't control. But with the high priestess, they want to heal people. How you going to heal people while you attacking people because you afraid of your own shadow? That's my thing. If you can't look at yourself and be like, that's stupid, I need to cut it out. Or, you know what, this is something I got to work on. If you can't look at your own self and say that and then actually put in the work, how you going to do that for somebody else? What is this Knight of Wands in reverse, please, Spirit? Hey, Shamika. All right, let's see. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. Like I said, you know, whoever these inconsistent people are, like they may, you know, the thing about the Knight of Wands energy in reverse, this is somebody, you know, y'all may have a fun time together, but there's no emotional fulfillment there. This is not the type of person that's going to stay and give you aftercare, check up on you, spend time with you, cultivate a healthy relationship with you. This is not somebody that's going to be there emotionally for you if you just need somebody to talk to. Not like you all down in the dumps or going through it. Like, you just want to talk. You just want to bond with somebody that you were intimate with. This is not the type of person you can do that with. And a lot of you guys have had these types of people come in your life and you wonder why it didn't last. Because they're not supposed to be a part of your bloodline. They're not supposed to be a part of your journey. And if you can't separate a good time from, you know, consistency, you have to take accountability for that. You can, as this High Priestess card, there's no more excuses. You should be able to read the motherfucking room. You're supposed to be able to read the energy of people coming towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. If you are, like, a lot of people are so psychic and so tapped in and so this until they not. They can't tell when the real enemy is afoot. They can't tell when somebody intentions ain't right. Don't even entertain it. But they psychic enough to, like, pick apart other people's flaws, though. They're psychic enough to sit in the background because, you know, the High Priestess is quiet. The moon is even quieter. They're psychic enough to sit back and point out everybody's inconsistencies, point out where somebody didn't make them happy at with the Nine of Cups in reverse, but they're not psychic enough to know when they are the problem. They're not psychic enough to know when that person ain't doing me wrong. That person ain't binding me. That person ain't working me in the spirit. That person ain't, you know, they're not psychic to the right things. So it becomes inconsistent. Then they become unhappy. And guess who they gonna blame? Spirit. They're gonna blame Spirit. Just like that B. Simone girl. I know it was all over TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so down for the cause. But then, oh, I've been using rose quartz for this long and I still ain't got a man. Well, you was abusing rose quartz. Don't blame it on the fucking tools. It was your intention. Spirit work with your intention. You wonder why your work ain't hitting right? Well, what was your intentions for doing it? And people don't believe that. And I'm going to say the taboo things. For those of you who don't understand what taboo things are, taboo is shit that people don't want you to talk about. Taboo conversations or topics are things that people will rather you sweep under the rug or just spiritually bypass so that they don't have to feel uncomfortable. Period. Peace and positivity. But that's what I'm saying. People get into it because it's trendy. She jumped on the trend. Now she want to be covered in blood and shit. Hold up. I don't care how much I love you. I don't want to be covered in your blood. That's some demonic shit. That's what I'm saying. People abuse spirit. They abuse spirituality. They haven't got that hate about their heart or that spiritual envy about their heart. I couldn't even take her because she was screaming so obnoxiously. I couldn't even take her. You know what I'm saying? It's like the blind leading the blind. Nobody has respect for spirit. You know, nobody respects spirit. Nobody respect their spiritual guides enough not to bug them, bother them, go to them on some wicked type shit. And with the subconscious mind energy with the moon, it's like a lot of people are in denial that the shit they sit and think about and the seeds they plant in their subconscious mind, they may think, oh, this is my subconscious mind. Nobody don't know that I got spiritual envy. Nobody don't know I got this hate in my heart because it's hidden with the moon. But spirit knows. And then you got to understand that a lot of people are extremely protected. Those who have been chosen to be on this path, you can see in your life certain spots where you were like extremely divinely protected. If you sitting up projected evil towards these people, they got guides, they got spirit teams that they have developed strong relationships with that's going to whoop your ass in the spirit. And you going to be thinking, oh, it's that person that I dislike that's doing this to me. No, it's that person's spirit team, because that person's spirit team sees how you look at that person's photos on the internet, how you talk about that person in private, or even how you think about that person at night before bed, how you think about that person when you see them, when you hear them. People be thinking that they the only ones protected, that they the only ones that got a connection to spirit. Now everybody should be afraid of them. Some people don't even have to lift a finger and they spirit guides gonna step every time. Especially if you're the generational curse breaker. Especially if you have been brought here to change shit and your bloodline knows that it was only gonna be you that can do it. They're gonna step for you every time as long as you keep your heart and your intentions pure. They're gonna protect you. And you not even gonna see it. If you with the High Priestess card, you are gonna see it. But you're not gonna see it physically sometimes. You're gonna see that shit. Spirit gonna just start telling you one day, like, yeah, this is what's happening to them. Yeah, I handled that. Like, when you develop a close relationship with your spirit team, spiritual core, whatever you have, they're gonna communicate certain shit to you. You're gonna feel it. And you ain't even had to light a candle. You ain't had to do nothing. Because you've already got that respect for spirit there. You already have that connection with spirit there. And then anybody that's really close to you, that you love, if your team sees fit, they gonna put them under that covering too. So that's why you best not be trying to comfort nobody children. You better not be trying to comfort nobody family. Shit, even people pets. Spirit gonna whoop your ass in the spiritual realm. And people don't believe in that, but they believe in harming people in the spiritual realm. But they don't believe that people got teams. And I know for a fact, I have seen it. Some people are that protected that, yeah, they're going to know you sending projections. And people be like, oh, you know, thinking that somebody doing magic on you is only just them picking up a candle or doing this or doing that or putting you on an altar or going to the cemetery on your shit. No, sometimes some of the strongest negative aspects of magic just be people's thoughts about you, be people's projection onto you, be people's accusations of you, be people's like evil eyeing you. Because a lot of with the moon, a lot of these people operate in the shadow. They operate in secret. And I guarantee you, your spirit team can see into the shadow. They spirits already. They already... I'm telling you some real shit because I want a lot of you to be able to be strong spirits. That's why Spirit be telling you a lot of the times, even if you got certain knowledge or you know certain practices, it's only for you. Because you'll fuck around and give the enemy the blueprint on how to disarm you. All right, what is this? See? The moon. What somebody doesn't want you to know is that they are very unhappy with the Nine of Cups in reverse. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, shit ain't the same. I know this don't matter to some of you, but they haven't been able to replace you. You know what I'm saying? And it don't gotta just be romantic, but like what's hidden from you is like the people who have projected this shadow energy onto you. They behind closed doors, they are not happy. Eight of Wands in reverse. A lot of blockages going on in their life. Tell you. Some people, guys, is so strong. The moment you start to speak ill on their child's name, they on your ass. They on your ass. Because spirit is in places that we are not. Spirit is allowed to see into spaces that we cannot see. Spirit has heard the conversations about you that you were never privy to. But you, with the High Priestess card, it's like the crazy thing about intuitive gifts. You can hear when somebody's saying something about you if you clairaudient. You can hear it. You can hear it. If you clairvoyant, you going to see in your dreams certain energies coming together. You got to know how to like break dreams down too. Okay, so I wanted to ask y'all this, and I hope somebody can remind me. Last week, we were talking, and I was saying, like, if you wanted me to do a certain video on something in the members lounge, let me know. Do y'all remember what we were talking about? Because sometimes when I'm in spirit, I can't remember everything the next day sometimes. It was something I wanted to do a video for you guys about. I don't know if it was monitoring spirits. I don't know if it was breaking down dreams. It was something I was supposed to do a specific video for you guys for, and it's totally slipped my mind. If spirit want me to do it, it'll come to me though. Dreams, okay, Avi. All right, let's see here. What do we have for the HPs, please? Hey, Miss Goddess One. Okay, you got the Judgment in reverse. I feel like the Spirit is turning their backs on people. Hey, what we got? Spirit is turning their backs onto people who have done things against better judgment. Like, come up against you out of, you know what I'm saying? There's an energy here of you guys being misjudged in some way. And I feel like with the High Priestess card is because you're different. When you have a certain calling on your life, you're going to be misjudged a lot. You're going to be called crazy. You're going to be called all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? What is this Judgment in reverse, please? King of Cups in reverse. Somebody misjudged you due to some like emotional imbalance. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you are called and chosen to be on this path, you have to know how to control your emotions. You have to. Because the worst thing you can do is try to get your ancestors and your spirit guides involved in some bullshit because you couldn't control your emotions. Then you're not working with the right spirits. You're working with trickster spirits when that happened. Devil in reverse. Okay? Somebody really needs to release like whatever toxicity that comes with their unstable emotions because it makes them do things against better judgment. It's like somebody with this King of Cups in reverse court card energy, somebody could be in their feelings in the wrong type of way. It's not even true with the Judgment in reverse. And there with the Devil in reverse, they're trying to like force toxicity on something or someone that doesn't need to exist. That's when you know it's a trickster spirit on you or you got some type of attachment. When you're trying to force an evil or demonic narrative on someone that's not supposed to be there. This is against better judgment. This is the unevolved aspect of someone's emotions that's speaking for them. And when that happens, you have to know you talking to trickster spirits when that happens. What is this, please? Like somebody is trying to, because of their emotions, Nine of Swords or anxiety or anxious, restless mind, somebody is trying to bring demonic energy and project demonic energy into a space or onto a person that doesn't need to be there. But it's only because of their feelings. Feelings are not always real. Not with the moon coming out twice. And with the Nine of Swords, somebody could be the type of person that lets their thoughts get the best of them. Like somebody's mind and their heart are not balanced. This is like the wrong type of person to be around because whatever they feeling, even if it's not real with the Judgment and the Devil in reverse, even if it's not real, that's going to be the projection. That's going to be the thing in their mind. This is what they're going to focus on every night. Some of y'all got people from long time ago like still suffering in agony over like the projections they've put onto you and they're not true, but somebody is trying to force some toxicity and some demonic shit that's not even there. Like even the Devil is in reverse, like, nah, I don't want to be a part of this. But it's like somebody could be like in their mind with the Nine of Swords thinking of the shouldas and the couldas and the wouldas and replaying scenarios over and over in their mind, trying to make it fit their imbalanced emotions. Somebody is like their own demon with the devil in reverse. Somebody's mind is their own demon. And they're trying extremely hard to project it outward. But with the devil in reverse, the devil like, nah, I belong to you. Like, I'm your demon that you got to get through. This person is protected over here. They not even in the equation. This is yours. And see, a lot of people don't know how to do that. So then they get to talking to trickster spirits. And the trickster spirits is always ready, on go. They like, yeah, that is what that is. Let me attach to you so I can help you. Da-da-da-da-da. And before you know it, you didn't agree to some shit that's going to take you a long time to get up out of. Depending on who or what you sacrifice because of this. See, the King of Cups in reverse is very dangerous because this is an energy of like an emotional roller coaster. This is someone who could be emotionally manipulative, emotionally abusive. Like, if somebody could act out in those kind of ways. And it's the demon within, not without. Because this shit is in reverse. What is this, please? You got people out here trying to make you not fight this. You see all the time online, yeah, it's natural to be envious and jealous of someone. Yeah, for you. What's that meme? For you. Well, old girl from Bad Girls Club, for you. When you step into High Priestess energy, you have a higher spiritual responsibility. It's not to say that thought won't try to tempt you. But you have to be the strong enough spirit to be like, nah. And keep it moving. Only weak spirits give into that jealousy and envy and coveting of someone else's gifts and projection and wickedness and being emotionally abusive to other people. You know, like only weak spirits give into that. Strong spirits be approached with the thought, be approached with the opportunity, be approached with the emotion, and choose otherwise. That's what strong spirits do. That's why you got to get that shit up out of you. That's why facing your shadow is important. And if people weren't so busy denying they had a shadow, they'd be able to heal it already. Or at least start diving into healing it. Because none of us are perfect. Some of you guys, though, have successfully, 8 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Wands in the upright. Some of you guys have successfully come out of some type of mental imprisonment, mental bondage that you've been in for a long time. Some of you guys have looked at spaces in your life where you could have been holding yourself back. Spaces in your life where you could have been standing in your own way. Some of you guys have crossed this path where you have successfully been able to look at that with the High Priestess and the Moon, Major Arcana energy being your overall energy for the reading. Some of you guys have successfully looked into your shadow and been like, you know what? I was holding myself back at that time. I was standing in my own way at that time. You know, somebody has been able to look at that, and that's what's freeing up their mind. A lot of you have chosen not to make your trauma your whole personality. And I was telling y'all like a year ago, I said a lot of people in the spiritual community that are doing it for the trend are starting to make their trauma their whole personality, and they're not going to be able to heal because all they doing is trauma bonding on the timelines. You can't tell these people you're going to successfully come out of this, because they just going to redirect you back to that place. And you as a strong spirit, you can't exist in that space with them. You can't. No matter how much you love them, you have to always keep your head above water. You can't drown with these people. You cannot. No matter how much you love them, no matter how much you champion them, you're pulling for them, you're pushing for them. If they want to stay in that space, you have to accept that, respect that, and keep your head above water. Because the King of Cups in reverse, that's like a Leviathan spirit. They will definitely drown you. Because these types of spirits become jealous of the fact that you have swam to shore, that you have overcome these storms. So you got to be careful of that, because when you're a strong spirit, you're going to attract so many different people from so many different walks of life. And aside from what spiritual bypassing tells you, you're not always attracting what the fuck you are. You not. I'm telling you, you not. No matter how much they say that because they don't have an answer or because they can't intuit what's going on and they can't see, that's not the truth all the time. Sometimes you are and sometimes you're not. But you can't blanket statement that over everybody who runs into something that's traumatic or evil or wicked. That's not always somebody attracting what they are. It's not. Look at all these innocent children that's being hurt and essayed and all this sick shit. These children ain't attract that. They ain't that. They ain't even had a chance yet. I don't like that shit. Don't fucking spiritual bypass me or trend statement me. Everybody got their own spiritual DNA. Everybody got their own energy signature. No, everybody is not attracting what they are. That's a lie. That's just to get you, to keep you trapped in some unhealthy loop. But then on the flip side of that shit, when it comes to the subconscious mind, you can attract your trauma, you can attract your fears, you can attract your worries, you can attract your anxiety because you keep replaying that shit over and over in your head, and that's the only existence you want to be in. That's the only thing you want to resonate with. Some people don't want to resonate with surviving. Some people don't want to resonate with reshaping their life and stepping into a higher level of subconsciousness. Some people don't want to see that. They feel like that's not who they are. They feel like, no, I'm comfortable and feeling like, thank you, Soul Marie. I'm comfortable and feeling like everybody and everything is this, that, and the third because I'm a mirror. And I'm like, no. You get away from people who always talking about they a mirror. When you a mirror, you don't even fucking know half the time that you a mirror until the shit is over. Like sometimes you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of these spiritual trendy quotes and trigger words and shit like that that you're going to have to start getting away from. But a lot of you guys have successfully pulled yourself out of this mental imprisonment, this self-imposed imprisonment, all of these things. A lot of you guys are going to successfully beat this anxious energy. But it's going to really take looking at your shadow. Not telling everybody your shadow, but looking at it. That's the most intimate thing you could do with yourself. Is look at shit you know about you that is not favorable. The shit nobody saw you do. The shit you think nobody heard you think. Or whatever. That's where you really be doing the shadow work. It ain't got nothing to do with titles and all that. It's like the work you doing on self. But somebody is overcoming something. What is this? Ashe, Hangman in reverse, Major Arcana. Somebody is becoming unstuck, untangled, freed up. So now somebody be able to see clearly. Somebody was placed in an uncomfortable position for a while so that they can look at their shadow. You ever been down bad or down on your luck or had to go stay with somebody till you got your life together or shit like that? Those be the times when the most introspection is supposed to take place. And if you don't utilize that time, that tough period of your life, if you don't utilize that to look into your shadow, man, you could come up out of it in victim mindset still. And then even the people you had to, that gave you a leg up or gave you a chance when nobody wouldn't, they'll become the enemy too. That shit is tricky. That shit is tricky. That's why you got to be a strong spirit. That's why you can't, you got to, with the high priestess, you got to be able to discern. All right, let's see here. Temperance in reverse, major arcana. That goes back to that spiritual imbalance that I was just talking about. It's a lot of people who are spiritually imbalanced here. They need to get that shit together. Or they're going to be out here hurting people for no reason. You don't want to be the temperance in reverse. That's like all over the place. And it's the spiritual house card. It's like the card of higher learning. You won't be able to hear the right things, see the right things, be in the right space spiritually if you don't get all that shit about your heart. But, you know, Spirit is telling me that being evil works for some people. That, you know, they make a lot of money off of being evil. Or they harvest a lot of energy off of being evil. So some people feel like, some people will hear what I'm saying and be like, oh, that's some bullshit. While others of you may hear it and be like, you know what? That makes sense. It's a lot of financial gain in being wicked and being evil to people. That's why Spirit put earth angels here to help, you know, fight the resistance. And if your heart ugly, you'll be fighting the earth angels and protecting the demons. What is this, please? You'll be a fucking Judas and fucking hand the earth angel over to the enemy. You know why? King of Cups in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Another major arcana, majorly spiritual card, because you listening to the wrong spirits. People will try to sacrifice you in the spirit for the dumbest shit, for fame, to feel a part of something, to feel a part of a community, to be in some type of like organization, because, you know, the Hierophant can represent like organizations and shit like that, constitutions. It's like people will sell you out just because, you know, they want to be a part of something with the temperance in reverse. But what they about to become a part of is going to unravel them spiritually. So a lot of people who are spiritually unraveled walking around here trying to attach to people who are in high priestess energy. You're going to have to gatekeep your ears too. I'm telling you, it's that deep. And if it's not that deep for you, then you're on the wrong channel. But it's that deep. Because people will say things to you with the Nine of Swords, the Moon twice, the Hierophant in reverse, the fucking Temperance in reverse, to get into your psyche, to make you doubt your spiritual path, to make you like shrink as a spirit, to not show your gifts, to not expound on the things that you know, that you've learned, and that you've experienced, and what entailed you to jump on your spiritual journey. Like, those types of weak spirits, they like to take that from you. And if you've told them your story, they'll take parts of your story and say it's theirs. So you got to be mindful. And with the major arcanas here, this could represent shit like on the world stage. We are in a time of like debauchery where that shit is normal. You see the news, you know the underground shit that's happening. We are in a time where debauchery is acceptable. People just, just figure you supposed to be down with that shit. People secretly demons and shit. People are fucking agents, trying to place themselves on your path so that they can stop you from doing what you are supposed to be doing. What is this? But you got the sun in the upright position, so it's like nothing's gonna stop you, but you have to be aware and mindful of the energies that's coming towards you, that's surrounding you. You always got to be aware of your surroundings, physically and spiritually. Even more so now than ever. I'm telling you, when you have a light to you, you're going to attract everything. Think of yourself as a lighthouse in the middle of the ocean. And people are out to sea. No matter if these people are stranded in sea, no matter if these people are good or evil, where are they going to go to? They're going to gravitate towards that lighthouse so they can get some shelter. They can get some healing. They can get some nourishing. They can get their bearings about them. They can, get prepared before they go on somewhere else. Like, think of it like that. Don't just think of it like, oh, I'm a light worker, I'm a light being, and da-da-da-da. That's part of it. But logically and mundanely speaking, and the lighthouse is an inanimate object. You know what I'm saying? So are you saying that lighthouse is attracting what it is? Nah. Evil people want to survive too. They want to live too. So if they stranded in sea and they see a lighthouse, you best believe they're going to go towards it. Whether it's some good-hearted people on their way there or not. But you, as the high priestess energy, you have the capability to discern who to allow in your lighthouse. You can't let people just take up in your spirit. You can't allow people to just live within you. You can't carry everybody's shit, everybody's energy every day of your life. That shit will start to drain your energy. Yeah, you the sun, you shine bright. You have a lot of energy, but that don't mean just because you got a lot of it, you got to allow not no fucking Hierophant, Temperance in reverse type energy to attach to it and suck it dry and dim the light. That don't mean that. A lot of you guys need to respect the fact that you have been placed where people can see you, but they cannot touch you. And some of you guys are placed in this place where people can't even fucking see you or touch you. I want you guys to start really communicating with your spirit guides, the good ones, and learning how to discern between the ones that are not for your highest good and the ones that are, because they will all show up, honey. They will all show up. And it's your responsibility to discern between the two. What do we have here, please? Yeah, bottom of the deck, Lovers in reverse. There's just going to be some people in your life that want to connect or not, because the Lovers in reverse is not a connection. This is an unhealthy attachment. There's going to be people who want to attach to you. You're going to have to be comfortable with saying no. With the Temperance in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, these are people who are not of your spirit tribe. These are not people who are of the same spirit as you. With the Hierophant, you guys are not cut from the same cloth. See, these are people that your spirit just not going to take, and you're not going to understand why. But your spirit guides do. Everybody who's attracted to your light don't deserve access to it. And then the ones that do get access to it, it has to be in moderation. It has to be limited. With the Lovers in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, this is not a time for enmeshment. This is not a time for toxic or unhealthy surrogacy where people try to attach to you and make you become the auntie they never had, the sister they never had, the brother they never had, the mother they never had, the father they never had, the best friend they never had. Like, this is not a time for that. Maybe for a lot of you guys, that time period has come and gone out of your life. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get something to drink. All right, I'm back, gang. Yeah, but this is not a time for enmeshment. This is like the days of you taking on other people's demons is over. All right? You know, and it's with the Hierophant in reverse too and the Temperance in reverse, it's going to be hard for you with the Lovers in reverse to be in a connection or a relationship with somebody who is not on some type of pure spiritual path. It's going to be hard for you to sit around false prophets, hear people, you know, demonize spirit and all this stuff. You're not going to be able to do that. It's going to be hard for you to be around people who ain't trying to do something, you know? Because a lot of you guys have been set apart. All right, let's move forward. All right, let's get this sun in the upright position, please. Hey, HP3. You on timeout. I mean, it is what it is, HP3. You already know. It's no excuse. You got the sun card coming out in the upright position to clarify the sun card. You know, better days, okay? Tupac, better days. Because a lot of you guys have survived the dark night of the soul. You've been through a lot, okay? But you're going to have to start manifesting these better days through your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. This is not a time to be walking around with grudges on your heart against people. And I'm not saying, oh, you need to forgive nobody. That didn't even come out my mouth. What I'm saying is releasing certain grudges so that you can enjoy the happiness you have within. Need inspiration? Shop Smith. So that you're not sitting around thinking about your happiness, but then thinking about how you supposed to be mad at somebody else when spirit is trying to give you like joy and replenish you. The best revenge is your success. And around 4 o'clock today, maybe like 3:45 actually, spirit kept screaming that to me. Like, when you get on live tonight, tell them the best revenge is their success. Like, I'm talking screaming it. That's your best revenge right now. And I'm not talking about, oh, somebody broke up with you 3 months ago, so now you showing up with a new person. I'm not talking about that kind of success. That's fleeting. Knight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. That's fleeting. I'm talking about the success you get here with the Eight of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands in the upright. The success you get from freeing yourself. That type of success. Because with the Six of Wands, it's going to be seen by whoever it needs to be seen by. And then with the with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Six of Wands in the upright, this is freeing yourself from public opinion, okay? Because one thing I do know, wrong or right, the public is going to crucify you. They gonna try to dox you on the internet. Either they gonna try to start a smear campaign on you. Whatever the case may be, you gotta free yourself from the crowd. You have to free yourself from public opinion. Detach from public opinion. Detach from the crowd. Still show up when need be, but it's not something that is like something you feel trapped into. Because you already know whether a motherfucker doing good, better than you, or worse than you, they gonna have something to say. You know, people always say, yo, if somebody was real successful and had this, and that, they wouldn't be worried about you. That ain't true. That is not true. That is not true. Because sometimes you have something those successful people don't have. And that's this High Priestess card here in the upright. A motherfucker can have more money than you, more sexual partners than you, more material shit than you. And with the High Priestess in the upright position and the Six of Wands, you could be spiritually more wealthy than them. You know, sometimes the Six of Wands talks about respect and adoration. You can outrank someone spiritually. And they may, and that's sometimes too, what I've seen on my journey, a lot of the times people with a lot of money and shit, they don't rank in the spiritual realm. So what they do is they put out spiritual hits on people who they know are ranked in the spiritual realm, and they try to drain these people of their light, their energy, their youth, their purpose. And y'all, and this is gonna be taboo because a lot of people think the only thing magic can do is love spells. No, I'm telling you, if you got enough money, sometimes there's no limit to what type of shit you can get. Especially if it's somebody who you going to that doesn't abide by spiritual law. You may have people in your life who feel like you lowly, you don't have this, you don't have that, so they outrank you. But in the spirit, you are mighty. And like I told your ass earlier, in the spirit, you got protection so tough around you. All the motherfucker got to do is think bad about you. Now they having nightmares, and you ain't even did shit. But the High Priestess and the Six of Wands, this is like high spiritual ranking. And then sometimes I want you to know something too that Spirit is telling me. Sometimes you don't have like the money to initiate or something to a certain practice or something like that, or to a certain house or whatever, you know, the spiritual things. But that doesn't take away your spiritual ranking. You was born with it. It was always going to be a part of you. So whether you practicing something or you not, you know, you still have a high ranking in the spirit, and they gonna step for you every time. And that's why I'm telling you, you ain't even gotta do nothing evil to nobody sometimes. If a motherfucker is coming up against you unjustly, thinking of you, evil eyeing you unjustly and all this shit, they gonna have their day. And you ain't even lifted a finger. All you did was say a simple prayer. And you know, a lot of people too good to even say a simple prayer of protection, but they want protection. They evil eyeing everybody else, but they want their life to go smooth. They sitting back. We had the judgment in reverse earlier. They sitting back misjudging people, but they want to be accepted. They want to be understood, but they misjudging everybody else, you know? And then when shit start to hit them, because the person that they directing and projecting all of this towards is protected, they start to think somebody doing something to them when it's their own thoughts. that's doing that to them. It's their own intentions that's doing that to them. I don't give a fuck how powerful you think you are. If you coming at somebody who has no intentions towards you, you're gonna feel that shit back. And if you a weak spirit, the first thing you gonna think is, oh, somebody doing something to me. Somebody burning candles on me. Somebody da-da-da-da-da. What the moon and the high priestess is saying, for people who are weak spirits, temperance in reverse, confirmation. What are you projecting towards this person, though? Are you sure that you ain't holding the mirror up to your motherfucking self? That's why I tell you all the time, and I ain't gonna stop saying it, be careful of those people who always talking about their mirror. Those motherfuckers be loony with the moon, and they be projecting their insecurities onto you and calling it a mirror. With the judgment in reverse, major arcana, they be misjudging you and calling it a mirror. And you'll wonder why one day somebody acting funny with you or being rude to you or mean-spirited to you or misjudging you and you ain't even did shit. And then they be like, well, because I'm mirroring you. The whole time you on your own shit. You on your own team. How you mirroring me when I ain't even nowhere around you? I'm telling you, that shit get tricky. That's why I be telling y'all, still the mind. Cover your head when possible. A lot of people don't cover their hair. I get it, your hair cute. You just got it done. You want everybody to see. But we are in a time of spiritual warfare. There is no veil. And your crown chakra is illuminated. We saw the sun. We talked about the lighthouse, the light tower or whatever. You don't need certain shit attached to you. You ain't got to do it every day. But cover your crown chakra. That's your fucking head. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to make sacrifices for spirit, but they want spirit to sacrifice everything. And they want spirit to sacrifice people too. Just so they can have their moment. People don't even listen to spirit's instructions on their life. Because they want to be seen, or they want to be seen in a certain light. People sit up and compare their spiritual journey to others and then wonder why they unhappy on their journey. That's some real shit. People sit up and compare their spiritual journey to other people's and then wonder why they not happy. Oh, this person wear this, they do that, they practice this. Maybe that's their lineage. A lot of people be trying to covet other people's spirit, and people come from different spiritual lineages, different spiritual cultures, backgrounds. Some shit be closed practices. Some shit be cultural appropriation that motherfuckers be trying to do just to seem spiritual. And people don't be understanding that everything ain't for you. If they saw somebody else do it, so now they want to do it and want to be seen in the same light as that person. And they feel like if they appropriate that person's culture or spirit, or if they covet that person's spirit, then they gonna feel in the light that they see somebody else in. And then they come across trickster spirits. They come across maybe even the certain trials and tribulations that person went through, and they gonna fold every fucking time. Thank you, Jazzy. You sit up and you covet people's spirit in private and think spirit don't see. Spirit is the spirit. So spirit is going to see. Oh, they wore this. I'm going to wear this because then I'll feel the way I see them as. They said this, so I'm going to say it that way because then I'm going to feel the way I see them as. But that's not your path, though. That's not your culture, though. You're not a part of that practice, though. But people don't see it like that because nowadays everybody wants you to be so overly sensitive on the internet. They want everything to be a free-for-all. It don't work like that. It don't. And you know what's crazy? A lot of the times when I have gotten allow myself to be open to certain people, It was a pattern that I noticed. A lot of people will be like, yo, you know what, Ori? I want to do what you doing. I want to be like you when I grow up. We the same motherfucking age, but anyway, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to do what you doing. No, you don't. Because you don't know the pain and the trials and tribulations I had to come through to get to where I am. And those types of people, it never failed. They always ended up like falling out with me in their own mind. These were people that I never met in my life personally. These are people who just crossed my path on the internet. That's why I be telling y'all to be careful and guard your heart on this internet, because there's a lot of demons running around as trickster spirits trying to attach to people with a certain energy. These people will always find like some weird random reason to fall out with me and then come back and tell me about it. And it'd be weird because I'd be so far removed from the energy that I don't even understand how like people will be coming up with that. You got to be careful, because with the trend of spirituality, people will try to covet you. Especially if you, with the Six of Wands, you on a large platform or you put your energy out there for others to see, you definitely need to be protecting yourself at all times, whether it's seen to the naked eye or not. Sometimes you guys look at people and just think like, oh, they're bare. They don't have no crystals on. They don't got this and that on. You don't even know the extent of protection that people can put around them before exposing themselves to you. And a lot of people, when you are so outgoing and personable, people take that as weakness and they get hungry. And they get hungry. The thing they get hungry for is your spirit. It's a lot of spirit eaters out here. I'm telling you. It's no coincidence people are running around acting batshit crazy. It's not just in the tarot. It's in on the world stage. You see it when you open your phone. You won't even have to turn on the TV to see the news no more. It's on every app. So like, don't act like what I'm saying is not happening. It's before something becomes physical. It's spiritual. Every time. Before people start getting the wilding out and the physical, it was already something spiritual that was brewing. People think it's stupid to wear certain talismans and, you know, things like that on their body to protect themselves and their children and stuff. You don't even know the half of it. It's so much symbology in this world, and you opening yourself up to it every day. And if you resonated with this King of Cups in reverse energy, if you got unbridled emotions and you just overly emotional, you're always on the emotional roller coaster and you can't calm down, and you allow that to make you judgment in reverse, go against better judgment, you are susceptible to these lower level entities because they know they can feast on you. They can have a field day in your energy, and you're going to bring them other energies to eat on too. And that's why people be obsessive, stalkers, crazy. That's why. That's why they be like that. Sometimes you cross yourself. Sometimes you trip yourself up. Sometimes you curse yourself. All right, let's move forward. Some of you guys are going to be having better days because you didn't come out of this dark night of the soul. That you got to go through it to get through it. Confirmation. Wheel of Fortune in the upright position with the 9 of Wands in the upright position. Like I said, you got to go through it to get through it. The 9 of Wands, you already know, this is that wounded warrior energy. This is that perseverance through the pain. But it gets you to this Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys are going to be compensated for your struggles. You're going to be compensated for your hard times and the energy that you've put in to survive. That's why I be telling you, don't give up. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But if you give up, you won't see it. Or if you go in this downward spiral of blaming everybody for everything that's putting you on your path to get you to greatness, you won't see it. You'll be in your victory lap still complaining. You'll be in your victory lap still talking shit about the next person and how they didn't do this and how they didn't. And spirit with the Wheel of Fortune, the sun twice, like, hello, look at this though. Get out the 9 of Wands. You made it. 6 of Wands. You made it. And words are spells. So be careful what you speaking over yourself in your life. What you speaking over others. Sometimes, I'm telling you, one of the ways you curse yourself is by putting your mouth on certain people. Putting your mouth on certain people will curse you. Because you don't know their protection in the spirit. I'm telling you. If you bring these people some type of disjustice, Ace of Swords in reverse, or some type of pain that could have been averted if you hadn't kept their name in your mouth, you're going to feel it. Because news carry. You got the Page of Pentacles in the upright with the 6 of Cups in the upright. You know, some of you guys got something stored up in good spaces for you. This is the cycle of you inheriting the things that were meant for you from young. We got the Page of Pentacles, which is a childlike energy, and we got the 6 of Cups, childlike energy, past energy, that innocence. Some of you guys have had a calling on your life since you was born. That's why it's a miracle that you're still here right now. That's why. People had they sword out for you since childhood. You know, these generational demons, you know, you got to stop thinking that, oh, well, if they was a demon in my great-great-grandma time, they going to be old. They going to be an old person now. No, some of these people come to you the same age as you, younger than you, a few years older than you. These energies will keep representing themselves until they can break you. Some of you guys have been under spiritual warfare since you was a child. And with the 6 of Cups, you know, it could have been even at the hands of your own family. Like, you could have been born into a family full of fucking ops. And then you go out into the world, Page of Cups, and it's like, God damn. You run into the same ops. Just in different life forms. You know what I'm saying? That should be happening. What is this, please? But, you know, somebody is the golden child. Somebody is a golden child. Major Arcana and the Hermit in reverse. And this is the season that you gonna come out. This is somebody's coming out season. Like, yeah, this whole time, bitch, I was the chosen. Like, somebody about to step out like that. Like, yeah, this whole time, I was the fucking chosen one. The chosen one in a family, friendship, whatever type of setting. The chosen one is usually the one that's like misunderstood, judged harshly from a young age, expected to carry out adult-like responsibilities from a young age. I just heard latchkey kid. I think that's like when you like a young child and you just come home from school, you got the key. You might be like first grade, know how to walk home from school, got the key, know how to make yourself a sandwich, know how to sit the fuck down and not answer the door for nobody until mama or auntie or whatever get home. Like you know how to do all that shit before like it was like internet and all that stuff. Mom and dad had to work, you know, so you could have been a latchkey kid with the Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Hermit in reverse. You had to step out and do things that were unlikely for a child, but with the Six of Cups, it was a conditioning that just made it seem normal. You know what I'm saying? It was a normality at that time for you. What's this Hermit in reverse, please? Yeah, the Emperor. Some of you guys had to be an adult before you could even somebody don't have a lot of childhood memories to a certain extent because maybe their whole life with the Emperor they had to be an adult. Like somebody's childhood memories are like coupled with responsibility with the major arcana of the Emperor here. With the Three of Cups, somebody could have only been praised for being like mature for their age or something like that. Maybe somebody always heard that growing up, like, oh my God, you're so mature for your age. You're so intelligent for your age. You're so smart for your age. This, that, and the third. With the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. You know? This is kind of like a double-edged sword because on one end of the spectrum, it was good because somebody learned responsibility at an early age. But Spirit just showed me like a vision of like with this Page of Pentacles being told by this Emperor, like you mature for your age. So it makes me uncomfortable because I feel like at a young age, like older men could have been hitting or older women could have been hitting on somebody because they were so mature. Like even from like the age of like 13, 14, somebody could have had like older people like always hitting on them or trying to like groom them with the Three of Cups because somebody was so mature, but it was due to some type of trauma that they were mature. And it just kind of like this, I don't know, I'm just feeling a weird vibe low key from this. It's almost as if like somebody was groomed to like celebrate being told that. Like it got to a point where that became a compliment for someone with the page. Even in their youth, it became a compliment, but it was a compliment because somebody was conditioned to have to take on more responsibility than they needed to in their Six of Cups, their home environment, which made them show up in the world like as very mature for their age, but it attracted like the wrong types of people who should have been like with the Emperor in the position to like protect you and guide you. But it didn't turn out that way with the Three of Cups. What is this? Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. It's because somebody's mother I don't, you know, I just heard somebody's mother could have been like like bipolar or something, or there was like an absence of nurturing. So somebody could have like accepted the fact that they were mature for their age, and they used that out in the world to kind of like replace some like nurturing they wasn't getting. What is this? Yeah. Damn, this is fucked up, gang. You know what? Somebody's open enemy was their mom. Damn, why does this always come up? Somebody's open enemy was their mom, and if it wasn't their mom, it was like some feminine energy in their life. But we did have that King of Cups in reverse too, because so for some of you guys, it could have been a father figure or a mother figure here who could have been somebody's open enemy, like somebody who had whose responsibility it was to nurture you. Seven of Swords here. That's the open enemy card. It was like the call was coming from in the house. Like someone couldn't get away from the enemy because the enemy was in their immediate environment, or the enemy was always placing themselves openly around you. If this is not a mother, another energy here, this could just be like a feminine energy who like really hopes you fail, but tries to like stay up under you to see that failure, to assist that failure. You could have a feminine energy around you who feels like you hurt them. You hurt them in some kind of way, and now all they want to do is like see you fail. Can you show me this? Is this a just energy, please, Spirit? I feel like it's not, but I definitely want to pull something on it. Seven of Wands, excuse me, Four of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. For some of you, this was in the home. The four represents the home, the foundation. That's the fourth house, okay? The fourth house is ruled by Cancer, right? So that's the home. That's like the mother. So some of you guys, like I said, your open enemy could have been your mom with the Queen of Cups in reverse. But then we have the King of Swords in reverse. Could have been somebody's father too, or like somebody's uncle, or like somebody's brother, or some like weird like energy of someone who was like very emotionally cold. Like somebody has come from like a very cold and distant kind of energy. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, Three of Swords in reverse after tarot. This is something somebody goes through ebbs and flows of healing. At one moment they feel healed from it, then the next moment it resurfaces. Like somebody could really be trying to like process this. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Four of Swords. Somebody is trying to mentally wrap their mind around like why they came from such a broken home, or why they came from such an unstable foundation. Somebody's trying to wrap their mind around it. I feel like though with the Four of Swords in the upright, somebody is going to make peace with this. This is not going to always be like an ongoing worry for them or a mental battle. You have the Two of Wands in the upright position, the Star in the upright position, and the Ten of Cups in the upright position. You know, so somebody is going to heal from this. even if somebody's come from a broken home or a broken past, it's like they're still going to expand in life. They're still going to heal. They're still going to have their 10 of cups. Like, so even though you might be in this position in your life right now where you're processing the past so that you can heal and move on, you will. You will. When you grow up with feeling displaced like that, the very unfortunate thing of it is it becomes part of your energy signature. And predatory people will cross your path. And the thing that's so crazy about it is that you don't even really be knowing like that you were in this energy low key. You just thinking that like you operating out of normality. But what really be happening is like these people keep representing themselves in your life in different bodies to get you to face it and heal it so that you can expand away from it. But the tricky part about it is that if you don't still the mind and if you don't get all this unnecessary bullshit about your heart, you won't be able to see the good that comes on this journey. And you'll push that away because you just want to hurry up and associate it with the bad. Some people only associate everything with the bad parts of their past, while some people can be overzealous and too vulnerable and like feel like, oh, so-and-so remind me of so-and-so, and then they connect and it don't be right. So that's why High Priestess and the Moon coming up, showing you like, okay, this is a time of deep discernment. But someone is definitely going to be like rejuvenated here with the Star and the 10 of Cups. I feel like somebody with the 2 of Wands is going to experience love again. This could be somebody who has always had heartbreak when it comes to relationships, so they just close themselves off. But somebody is going to start to like see different parts of life, different parts of the world. And a lot of the times people just kind of like sit in this misery and they be like, yo, I want to fall in love, but they say it with a nasty ass attitude, a nasty ass spirit. You got to heal that shit. You can't want love, but you got this nasty ass energy you projecting towards having love. With the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Cups and the Star, you got to be open. You got to be healed. And I know everybody like, just because I'm not healed don't mean I don't deserve love. I'm not saying that. But sometimes when you're not doing the introspection and the healing work, you could damage people that you want to love you. Whether that be friends or romantic. You can damage people while trying to make them love you. And that's not fair to other people. So it's a lot of healing and joy coming into somebody's life so that they can connect with others with the 2 of Wands. But it has to take place within you on a soul level. Because spirit not going to allow you to just hurt people because you've been through shit. And a lot of the times that's what people think. They go through this life entitled, thinking like, well, I've been hurt, so people just gonna have to put up with me being like this. No, the fuck they not. They don't have to. They don't owe you their life. They don't owe you their emotion. They don't owe you their time. They don't owe you regressing or digressing back into the shit they done already healed. Like, people don't owe you that. And some people feel like, yes, the fuck you do, because I showed interest in you or you showed interest in me. That's not fair. Because, bitch, if I'm healing and I'm doing the shadow work and you come into my life and you just want to be triggered and angry and miserable and controlling and possessive and needy and clingy 24/7, I'm out. I don't give a... I'll send you grace and love, but I'm out. You have graduated from the trauma bond or the drama bond or whatever the fuck it is. You have graduated from that. You don't owe nobody no emotion, no reaction to nothing if it's going to take you off your path. That's why I keep telling you, not are what you attract. You're going to attract a gang of shit when you shining and you glowing and you healing. And you full of life and you full of expansion. You're going to attract a lot of shit. That don't mean you got to sign no soul contract with it and mesh with it. Allow it to play out in your path. That don't mean that. That ain't spirituality. That's stupid. Stupidity or whatever you want to call it. This is your time to expand, to be happy, 10 of Cups star, to really focus on your healing. This is not time for you to be broken apart, burning the candle at both ends with the Two of Wands. Like, no, this is a time for you to expand, be happy, enjoy that you've healed. And this is not like, oh, you healed completely. But if you trying to heal, how you gonna sit around people who only want to be in the misery 24/7? There's nothing to resonate on anymore. They want to be sad. They want to be hopeless. They don't want to use discernment. They want to be bad mind. They want to be like on some stupid shit. And you thinking of expansion, happiness, and healing? You can't be around that type of shit no more. You can't. You cannot. It will drain you. It will take away your life force energy. Hey, MS. And that's why Spirit be protecting you and not allowing people to get too close to you. No matter how urgent people be feeling like it is to connect or mesh with you, it's not. Sometimes it's not for you. And I don't make you a bad person. And I don't make them a bad person. It just means y'all not on the same path. That's what it means. And it's okay to not be on the same path as people. What is this, please? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So as you're on this path to happiness, healing, and success, you're going to be realizing like, yo, some shit just don't work. Some shit just don't fit. And that's fine. Let Spirit guide you into your 10 of Cups. Let Spirit guide you into this star energy, to this healing. A lot of people got a lot to heal before they be sitting up trying to judge people. Hey, Jazzy, I saw you earlier. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a restock right now. Put on post notifications or follow me on all my other social media platforms because I always post when everything is restocked. But yes, I am restocking inventory right now. I make everything from hand, and so nothing's manufactured. So sometimes it takes me a couple weeks to restock certain things. But yeah, and so some shit just ain't working out. Bottom of the deck is the okay, well just follow me on here and make sure you tap into the community tab because I post restocks on the community tab all the time. You have the Eight of Cups here in the upright position with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is like walking away from things that are no longer working. You putting in more effort than you getting out of shit. Thank you, Monica. You putting in more effort than you getting out. It's time to walk away from that shit. You know, because you know what I've noticed too? Like, you ever work a job, right? And you real good at the job. You doing shit the manager should be doing. Or the supervisor should be doing. They not paying you for that, but they giving you more responsibility because you thorough and you work hard. People will do that to you in other aspects of life too. They know those other employees ain't gonna go above and beyond like you. So they don't give them extra hours. They don't give them this. They don't have expectations. They don't put responsibility on them. That's cool if you getting paid for it, but if you not, that shit ain't cool. And people will employ you in their life like that. Cause they'll be sitting the fuck up around people who Eight of Pentacles in reverse ain't putting in no work, no effort in their life, ain't building them up in no kind of way. They'll chase these motherfuckers down. Eight of Cups after tarot. All the while giving you all the grunt work. All the while giving you all the responsibility. And ain't even pouring into you. Ain't even giving you your worth. Stop allowing people to come into your life and be like, well, those other motherfuckers don't care. I know you do. So I'm going to be harder on you than I am on the other people. No, fuck that. Don't let nobody be harder on you than they are on the other people. And they ain't giving you shit. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you just got motherfuckers in your life that's working you like a dog or a slave. And they ain't giving you nothing. No. Walk away from that shit. Real quick. Eight of Cups. Get away from anybody that's in your life that's trying to put unreasonable expectations and responsibilities onto you that you didn't even sign up for. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And get the fuck out of Dodge. Because those types of people will abuse you. They will abuse you. They will punish you for the things other people that they wanted to do something didn't do it. They'll punish you and still try to make you do it. With a fucking smile on your face. Fuck that. Bitch, this is your era of pay you or pay you no attention. It's not the time no more to be going above and beyond for motherfuckers who don't even appreciate it with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What is this? Yeah, bottom of the deck. Seven of Pentacles. Motherfuckers harvesting off of your hard work. All while downplaying you. Fuck that. It's time to walk away from being unappreciated. You could be building that the shit that motherfuckers want you to do for them that they not gonna give you your worth in. You be building that shit for yourself. With the Seven of Pentacles. Shit. You ain't nobody flunky. All right, I'm back. But yeah, you're not nobody flunky. You're not about to be out here doing the grunt work for people while they praising others and shit. All right, let's see. Oh, my bad, MS. She said, when did you leave? My bad, sis. You already know. Yeah, Four of Cups in the upright position. If somebody comes around randomly, telling you, trying to rush you to get this done and get that done, pause. Four of Cups. All right? Because you might have some people that come on your path that try to make you feel like there's an urgency to get their shit done. You're going to have to be disinterested because these are not people with the Four of Cups that you could call on to get shit done for you. At all. You ain't going to be able to call on them for shit with the Four of Cups. Their heart light is turned off to you. With the Seven of Pentacles, they only going to see you as a tool to get some shit done. What is this? They ain't got no empathy for you. None. And you know who those people are in your life. The people who don't have no empathy for you, you know who they are. Don't play around. You know who they are. Get from around them. Because these are the motherfuckers that want you to have like all the empathy in the world for some bullshit they going through. But the minute you need some empathy, they on the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups on your ass. Like, yeah. But can you still do this? You know? What is this? Yeah, after tarot, Ten of Wands. These is just burdensome ass motherfuckers who feel like they problems should be your problems. They problems should be your only concern. Don't matter if your back is breaking, your back hurting. They don't care. Some people are that entitled. Some people are that self-absorbed with the Ten of Wands that they come in your life and they feel like whatever is burdening them, you should carry that burden. Like with the Seven of Pentacles, they're like, if you loyal to building this with me, carry my burden. But with the whole time surrounding energy is the Four of Cups. If the roles was reversed, they wouldn't give a fuck about you. They wouldn't show up for you in the same spaces and ways that you showed up for them. Granted, everybody can't. But you can't be dealing with people who just feel like their burdens are the bulk of the whole reason you exist to them with the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck here is the Hierophant in reverse again. They don't even have no loyalty to you, especially spiritually. They don't give a fuck about how your spirit doing. They don't give a fuck about your spiritual health. Some people do not give a fuck about how you doing as long as you doing well enough to do something for them with the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Hierophant in reverse. Very disloyal energy. Hierophant in reverse, major arcana. Comes out here with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's a bitch at work that ain't talked to you all month. But now she need her shift covered. Because she about to go off on some extracurricular activities. Now they know you. Now all of a sudden they make it nice with you on the line and shit. Leading up to the 2 days they gotta try to get somebody to cover their shift. That kind of motherfucker. Ain't paid you no courtesy all month. Y'all done went through training together, this, that, and the third. This motherfucker ain't paid you no courtesy. But now they need you to cover their shift. Which is they what? Ten of Wands. And they know they need to have that shift covered within the next 72 hours. And all the people they been keying with, Three of Pentacles in reverse, ain't gonna be able to do it. Right? So they gonna come to you. Because they think you a sucker. Because you kind. And you might need the hours. But that's besides the point. It's the type of energy. You know what I'm saying? 3 of Cups. So guess what happens? Spirit prepares a table before your enemies, right? So the people who laughed at you, whatever, thought you was this, disregarded you, yeah, they may have put a lot of burden on you, but you celebrate in the end. You laugh last. I'm telling you, all these burdens you've been through are about to pay off. You're going to get the last laugh with the 3 of Cups in the upright position. That's how it's going to happen. I'm telling you. It's so hilarious to me when people take your kindness for weakness, right? It's funny to me because motherfuckers don't know what they want. They always want these unconditional people in their corner, these, kind-hearted people, in quotation, nice people in their corner. But when they get them, they fucking put them in a emotional, spiritual sweatshop. That's what they do to them. While they protect the demons, while they protect the enemy, while they gallivant with the enemy. They try to have these nice, kind-hearted people in the spiritual sweatshop. Can't even be nice to motherfuckers. Can't even be supportive. Can't even show up for motherfuckers because they're gonna try to make you carry the load of the people they celebrating that don't even show up for them. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth with the 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. However you want to cut it. Especially with the Hierophant in reverse twice. People won't even have no spiritual integrity. They celebrate the people with no spiritual integrity, right? You see that a lot. They celebrate the people with no spiritual integrity because they fake nice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jamila. You know, they love to celebrate the fake nice motherfuckers. But that's okay. You got the major arcana, the Justice out here in the upright, 3 of Swords. I'm telling you, justice is being served to your enemies at this time. The people who unjustly came up against you. And some of you, with the Justice here, you might be privy to see it. But the people whose intentions was to break you, defame you, gossip about you, triangulate you, they gonna feel that shit. People don't just get away with that, right? They don't. It may seem on the surface that they do, but when you in tune with spirit, you know they don't. Hangman. They being hung out to dry. The same people that they triangulated you against, tried to put you in some type of unjust war with, they all hanging on the same, wow. Hold on. They all hanging on the same tree. They all stuck. They all stuck in the same position. They all upside down. Thank you, Jamila. I had a great time on my birthday. Girl, you ain't missed nothing. I wasn't shit on my birthday. But yeah, thanks again to everybody who sent me a gift and who shouted me out. It was so many of you guys. I got so much love. You guys in the comments wish me so much love. I couldn't get back to everybody, but I tried because I was hung over, gang. I'm still apologizing to my spirits. Cause a drunk ain't shit, man. I was toe down. But yeah. So they all being hung out to dry together. You right. I ain't shit. I wasn't shit, gang. I wasn't shit. I was gallivanting, dancing and shit all on camera. Like, who did I think I was? The birthday girl. That's who I thought I was, damn it. But I was safe. I was just drunker than a bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. Hope my niece ain't listening. Auntie love you. But Auntie was drunk. But yeah. So whoever tried to put you in unfavorable positions, now the swords is word of mouth. So this could have been gossip, slander, or whatever. Things that could have really broke you or ruined things for you or brought some type of pain and lost your way. Justice is being called in on this energy. And you know what? You guys had the hangman in reverse earlier, and I was saying you being freed up. And the more and more you become freed up, the more and more these people are being eased and pushed into the position that they tried to have you in. But yeah, if y'all send me something, I changed my P.O. box. So just make sure you follow the link to my Amazon wish list if you send me anything, so it'll get to me. And then track that shit, because the enemy be out here. All right. Bottom of the deck here, your outcome energy. We got the major arcana justice. And now we have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright position with the 6 of Swords upright position, outcome energy, Ace of Pentacles. So this is an energy of somebody coming back for everything that was stolen from them. Somebody coming back for their spiritual inheritance. Somebody is about to be swimmingly moving into a space where their income is going to take a rise. If you had a hard time financially, I see that easing up for you. So, you're in it on a very positive note here. Just keep your intentions pure at this time, gang. Don't let nobody come to you with no gossip. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Swords, trying to make you go up against somebody with them. Don't. Because somebody could want you to share in their karma. Don't get caught up in the lower aspect of your emotions and not gain clarity, because that's how you curse yourself. That's how you cross yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a time right now. This cycle is like clarity moving forward. It's about your financial stability. It's about you getting that, generational wealth in alignment. This is not a time to be caught up in any mess, because you guys are moving on to calmer waters. Not to sound so cliche, but you definitely are. All right, let's see here. And Lily Cat, I thanked you. You wasn't here on the other day, but I had thanked you for the Oracle deck you got me. Oh, and Cheryl, I just got the deck you sent me. You sent me 2 tarot decks, Cheryl. I don't know if you meant to do that, but thank you. I appreciate everybody who thought of me on my solar return this week. Y'all know I love y'all ass. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this deck. Spirit is always on time. Always good. And we are always grateful. Okay? All right. This is go hard season, gang. This is the season to go hard. I'm telling you. Not saying y'all haven't been going hard other seasons, but it's different. It's a 9 energy. Okay, you guys got number 13, which breaks down to the 4, lioness. You've earned all your stripes. Period. Period. You have earned your stripes. It is up to you if you want to show them, you know. But you didn't come this far for nothing. Everything you achieved, everything you've earned it. And this abundance that's coming into your life with that 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles that ended your reading, your outcome, you've earned this shit. Don't let nobody come into your life half-assed and acting like you don't deserve these great things that's coming in your life. People got used to seeing you suffer. People got used to seeing you down bad. People got used to seeing you stuck and stagnant in old emotions and old outdated thought patterns. People love that shit. They love when you be in that comfort zone. That's their comfort zone. But you have broken out of that. You freed yourself from that. You earned all of these stripes. And if some of y'all got stretch marks, I don't give a damn. You still need to be in your bathing suit this spring and summer. You still deserve to be sexy if this has anything to do with body consciousness. But the lioness is the one that goes out to hunt. Okay, so you've earned your stripes. And you don't got to show nobody no damn receipts. The things you have acquired in your life, you've earned. No matter if people respect it or not. This card says, naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far, and you should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. Period. So when you think of the stuff you've been through, don't be like, damn, I'm so embarrassed I've been through this, that. No. Like I told you, it's a miracle you here. You a walking testimony. But you get to decide when you want to testify and tell your story. But I'm telling you, you gain these stripes. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of how far you've come. All right, let's see. All right, you guys got number 12, which breaks down to the 3. This card says expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. And I told your ass earlier, I said detach from the crowd. Detach from public opinion. Detach from that shit. That's how you step into your true autonomy, your true freedom. Because motherfuckers love to sit in the shadows and breathe down your neck to try to make you say or do things to gain their approval. Fuck their approval. They don't even approve of themselves. Because if they approved of themselves, they wouldn't be trying to project onto others that they need their approval. When you are self-assured, you don't give a fuck about what nobody else doing. When you strong in your own self, you don't give a fuck about what nobody doing or their opinion. You live and let live. The only people that's walking around trying to put a ruler to somebody's life, or which I mean by measuring somebody else's life up and your stripes and how you got where you are and all this shit, those motherfuckers that don't even be doing their own introspection. They don't even approve of their own journey. Anybody that's trying to make you seek their approval or whatever right now, they don't even approve of themselves. Because when you have high self-esteem and you love yourself, you want everybody else around you to be free of expectations. Expectations is poison. A lot of motherfuckers right now that fell out with people that they ain't even really fell out with due to their unreasonable expectations. A lot of you guys maybe, why so-and-so just stopped talking to me? Why so-and-so started acting? Because they had some fucking unreasonable ass expectations in their mind of you that you didn't fulfill. And so in their delusional ass mind, they feel like you hurt them, betrayed them. When you wasn't put on this earth to fulfill their expectations. Expectations is poison. Have standards of how you want people to operate in your life, but don't expect nobody to do shit. You'll disappoint yourself. You'll let your own self down. You'll create an enemy where you don't need to. You'll create problems where there are none. And a lot of people too busy denying that shit to realize that, damn, I fell out with so-and-so because I expected them to be this way. Not even telling them that I expected that. Not even saying anything. That's why a lot of people mad right now. Because they expected some shit that somebody else didn't even agree to. But anyway, this card says, people will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. I'm telling you, when people place expectations on you, it's a whole mess. If I do this for you, I expect this. If I say this to you, I expect this. If I like, and then it just spirals out of control. It says their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. Societal norms. And I told you with the Six of Wands, detach from the group think. Societal norms ain't so normal. Because the way if you look at the society norm lately, everybody been running amok and acting a goddamn fool. So societal norms ain't so normal. Societal norms is groupthink that keeps you trapped in the matrix. Okay. But all right, gang, that was your message to the High Priestess. I love you guys so much. Thanks again to everybody who liked the video. All my moderators and my amazing members in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks again for the super chats. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or how to purchase anything from my websites, all my social media handles and everything. All right, gang, until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. Sending you love, peace, and balance.